Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Leno56 and welcome back to some more Stationeers on Venus. So in the last episode, we did manage to kind of program our battery here. We have our basic wattage, the maximum wattage is 3.6, so we're about half of that right now. I'm thinking about throwing in a percentage display in here so we can see what the actual percentage is of the battery instead of just trying to do the math manually. But I don't know if I'll get around to that this episode, but I'm definitely kind of thinking about it. Or I could do another display as well. Let's see, because I have another console. I could do, to be fair, having one right here would be perfect, but hmm, I guess I could put one right here. So this shows us the wattage and this shows us the percentage of the battery. That could potentially work. Yeah, maybe I'll end up doing that. What I would like to do this episode is I was going to put the solar panels up there and then kind of built a custom room to keep the solar panels safe from the storms. But we are generating enough power right now with just the wind turbines we have. Part of me wants to start expanding our base a little bit more, so I think, turn this section here into our atmospherics room where I'll start filtering all of our gases for the rest of our base here. Eventually, I'm going to fill all of this up with oxygen again, but to make it a little bit easier, I just wanted to completely fill this room up over here and just keep this one empty. Speaking of empty, let's get all the gas out of here that slowly accumulated for whatever reason. So yeah, I am going to start working on our atmospherics room. I also want to start decorating the outside of our base too with cladding and stuff, which I need iron for that, which I have plenty of iron. So I could start doing that too. Let's see here. Let's head outside for a minute. I want to take a couple of... Alright, we have some steel frames. We have some iron frames. Here, let's take iron sheets. We have some steel sheets. Because I want to start putting supports underneath our base as well. So let's see here. Which I guess I don't really need to. In certain areas I would. Like right there. I don't really need to there. I would have one right here, I suppose. And I would have another one right here. So let's see if I can kind of math this out a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. So 5 is right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that means that this section should go like this. There we go. Let's see, I don't need one there, so 1, 2, 3, 4. One right there, and then we'll put another one. I don't really need one right there either. Hey, why are you still here? You should be completely destroyed. Alright, yeah, so I'm thinking what I might do is start doing some cladding as well. But let's get our atmospherics room up and running first. Or at least start building it. I do need to drink some water and then switch my battery out. So let's go do that really quick before I do any of this. Let's see, and then I have that going still. Yep, I need to turn that off. We don't have any gas in there, but I'm just doing this just to be on the safe side. Okay. Open up our helmet. And let's drink some water. Which we really don't have a whole lot of water left. And both of these bottles I can actually take with us. So let's swap our battery out. Food is probably fine, but let me devour the rest of this potato. Alright, there we are. And let's head out. So I need to start making some steel frames. And that's still dropping fairly fast. That's not good. Hopefully the wind picks up and we can start getting our power back. I need water. Alright, power's coming back. Nice. Let's put a little bit more in there. And then I can get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory here too. I'll put the iron frames. I'll keep the steel sheets on me. I don't need you. Don't need you. I don't need the pipe. Everything else should be good. Okay. Let's do another thing of water. And then the trader I have out on the trading platform also has is selling some water too, so I'm not really worried about water. Alright, perfect. So let's see, for our atmospherics room, I'm going to do another 5x5 design, I think. So we'll need 25, 50. Let's see, we need 55, 60, 65. So I need 65 steel frames. Which would be 130. Alright, so these are going to be all steel frames for us. Just a few. I wonder if I should upgrade this. Let's see. Because we have the autolathe mod, electrum, constantin, and solder, which I should have all that. Constantin, electrum, and solder. Oh, wait a minute. The electrum was the one thing I couldn't find. Yeah, the electrum was the one thing I could not find. I have no idea what happened to it. So I was going to upgrade our printer mod for this guy right here, but interesting. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what happened to it. So I might have to go out and make some more electrum. Thankfully, I know what the recipe is, and I have a crap ton of silver, so I really only need some gold. So yeah, let's go out and find some gold really quick. Which I have a little bit of gold on me, so I don't need a whole lot. And then I need to be careful when I'm out here mining too, because I did already damage my suit. I also kind of died stupidly too. Which in my opinion, I should not have died. Because what happened is I was mining, my suit got damaged, I made it inside, and I got into our little living quarter area, and I did manage to get my helmet open, but I still passed out and ended up dying, even though with my helmet opened I should have started regaining consciousness, but Oh well. Okay. Just gonna let the wind take me. Alright, so that's probably enough gold for right now. So let's head home. Okay, and our wind turbines are moving quite fast now, which is good. Alright, so let's go and smelt. Well, what I might actually do is, because I want to kind of degas everything. Our silvers should already be degassed. Not that it really matters. I mean, it should be hot enough. Let's see here. Let's do ingots. I need electrum. 600 Kelvin. Yeah, so I should have enough stuff in there. Okay, yeah. So let's do this. So I have 50. Let's do 50 silver and 50 gold. All right, perfect. Make sure there's nothing in here. Yeah, there goes the gold. Okay, so I need 800 kPa, which we're at least 600. Come on. Yeah, we have it. Electrum. Perfect. Let's get all that out of there, and nice. So hopefully this Electrum does not go anywhere. So I need 35 steel, which we have 76, so we should have more than enough, and let's make one of these. And that'll at least, I don't know if that actually makes the printer mods or like the printers faster or what, but it'll allow us more advanced items. I should make a nuclear battery at some point too, but I need more advanced alloys than what I currently have. Alright, let's turn these on again. And I could even automate our pipe heaters. Like, once this battery reaches a certain, like, drops down to a certain point, those will turn off. Once it's fully charged, they'll turn back on or something too. So I could actually program that. Okay, so we have these. So let's get our tool belt back on. And let's start placing these out here. So I think how I'm going to do this is I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Alright, so let's do it like this. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because we're going to have a... Okay. There we go. So this will be where our atmospherics are. And then I'm going to try to condense my piping a little bit too than what I normally do. Because typically I'll have a pipe for every gas going through outer base. But there's a lot of gases I don't actually really use. So I'm going to try to condense our gases a little bit just to make it easier to run through our base. Alright, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sweet. Close that. We'll turn these vents on. And then I need to get the big powered vents for right here, too. Hey, we have the printer mod. So if I do this... Yep. Figured that was going to happen. Alright, let's keep making you. I don't think it's making it any faster, but... We do have another 30, though, so let's place these. I'm gonna wait till... Okay, there we go. It's all pressurized. So, 1, 2, 3. Alright, perfect. So then what I can do now is I would... Yeah, because this is essentially just going to be one big airlock then. And the reason I'm building like this is because I'm going to build with cladding in mind. Yeah, I'm going to do something like that. What I would probably have to do first is do the air... Well, yeah, I'll probably make the airlock first, obviously. And then I need to get rid of that sensor, too. I also need a bunch of steel sheets as well. Oh. Oh, good. There was nothing in here. That kind of scared me. I feel like my math was off because I forgot about the airlock. Let's go see how much I actually need left. Just dang it. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need 11 more. Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult. Which is just 22 steel. Which I think all the steel's in here. So let's eject this out. Yep, and we're going to turn our pipe heaters off. Okay, and then I need a lot more steel for the steel sheets. What we're going to do while we're waiting is we're going to go in here and take our suit off for a minute. So I can get my hygiene levels back up. So we're just gonna hang out in here for a minute. You can really hear those wind turbines going though. Let's see. Let's make another baked potato since I'm in here. I need to put flooring in here too. Keep forgetting. Let's see, how are potatoes doing? Potato seeds. Sweet, we have a bunch of potato seeds here. Alright, so I think I need to get some more hydroponic trays in here so I can get a decent farm. Yeah, so when I last checked, we had 147 moles of oxygen in here. How much do we have now? 151. Yeah, so we are slowly gaining oxygen. So yeah, these plants are actually working, which is awesome. So yeah, I think I need to get some more hydroponic trays. I just have to be careful because I don't want to run out of water, which I could make water, which I'll probably do at some point, but I'll probably just trade for it for right now. Alright, our hygiene level is back up, so let's turn this off. Let's put our helmet and our suit back on. Let's swap out our battery since I'm in here, and we should be good. And then I'm gonna have to go out and make some more steel. Oh, speaking of, I had steel right there too. Okay, let's go and see how many, or how much steel I'm actually gonna need to fully weld all this up. Okay, so that should be everything I need. Alright, so I need 25, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. I believe I need 75 steel ingots to make enough steel sheets to fully weld all this up. Alright, so on that note, let's see how much iron. That is really loud outside. Okay. So I have that, so I need 2 stacks of iron and 1 stack of coal. Well, almost 1 stack of coal. I have a little bit of coal on me still. Alright. Hang on 1 second. I had to close my window because that vehicle was really loud outside. Hey, good morning. Alright, I need just a little bit more coal. Alright, so we have a full stack of coal, so perfect. Let's throw that in here. Let's go grab a couple more stacks of iron. So I need 2 stacks of iron, more than what I currently have. I figured there'd be more iron over here, but apparently not. Alright, there's more iron up here. And I'm not seeing any more. I don't really really need any more copper as of right now. Plus, there's copper kind of everywhere. Alright, here's some more iron. Oh, geez. That could have been bad. This freaking atmosphere is ridiculous. Alright, so we have one full stack already. And we have two full... Alright, so we have 3 full stacks of iron. Alright, perfect. So that should be everything we need. I do have one question. Where the frick is my base at? Okay, it's right here. That would have been bad. Oh yeah. You know, I think I need to start making automatic airlocks. But the reasons I kind of like the manual ones is if the power goes out, I can still get into my base. The only thing I risk losing is a little bit of atmosphere. Alright. So, that's good. So you are hot enough. Here, let's turn you back on. Yeah, I want to automate this. Which actually, I can probably do that really quick before I forget. So let's go in here and grab our laptop. There we go. All right. Air, AC's on. Okay, so let's grab you, grab you. We'll just throw all this right here for right now. Let's swap out our tool belt and grab our crowbar to lift up the floor. Speaking of floor, I need to make more flooring for our living area. Okay, so let's program this first. So this will just be... So this will be battery start. Okay, so this next one is going to be... We'll just say pipe heaters. Pipe heater start. Sure, that'll work. Okay, so greater than, less than. Alright, so let's do this. Well, really, because I want to read the battery. Which, actually, I could just do this for the... Yeah, I don't actually need this at all. So let's do load batch R1. And this will be the battery. Charge average. So when the average charge... So let's do R1. When R1 is greater than... Let's see here. So if it's greater than... Let's see. Then it'll jump to pipe heater off. And when R1 is less than 900,000, so that's basically 25%, then it'll go to pipe heater on. And then jump back to battery start. Okay, so let's do pipe heater off and pipe heater on. So we want this, so copy that. Device hash. On, and then we're going to do 0. Jump to battery start, and then 1 battery start. All right, perfect. All right, so let's see if this works. Yeah, so I think I already have that turned on. So once this reaches 900, wait a minute.
Hydration critical.
I think I have it backwards. Let's see, do I have it backwards? So yep, I have it backwards. There we go. So once this reaches 900 watts, those pipe heaters should turn off. So we're going to see if this works. So in the meantime, let's close our laptop. We'll put it in our inventory. Let's grab all the water we have and go drink some water here really quick. And our hygiene levels are struggling yet again. I could make a shower loop and just get a water filter, or a water purifier. The only thing I would need to do is make biomass so I can make some charcoal. Alright, so water's taken care of. Let's see here. Which, if I built a shower, where would I build it? Not that it really matters. Hmm. Oh, well, I'm not worried about it. At least not right now. I just want to see if our automation for our pipe heater is programmed right. Alright, so they're still on. And we're generating more power than we're actually using. Okay, well. So I think what I'm going to do first is I should degas this stuff. Yeah, so I'm just going to smelt all these iron ore here really quick. Yeah, let's smelt all the iron ore, and then we will throw in our advanced furnace here to make steel. Really, the only reason I'm smelting this is because, actually, you know what I could do? I could make a degasser. It's hot enough outside where I can degas the ores. Maybe I'll make like a smelting room where I'll have like a degasser in there as well. So I'm going to keep this floor pulled up for right now just to make sure I have this programmed correctly. All right, we're at 1050 Kelvin as of right now. And then as I get more and more power, I can even put more pipe heaters on there too to make this heat up a lot faster. All right, so there's one. While I'm here and I'm thinking about it, let's grab... So I need 6. Throw you in there. And I want floor. So this will make 6 floorings for us. Alright, that is dropping. Alright, so here's the flooring. So this will go in our living quarters over here. Alright, and last but not least, get our last stack of iron. Alright, perfect. And then I do have coal on me as well. Okay, so when that reaches when that goes below 900, those pipe heaters should turn off. Crap. Alright, that did not work. Oh, I bet you I know why. No, it's all oh. How do I do this? So, the reason that did not work is because technically this is on a separate network. Which means I would probably need to do a new housing in a circuit. Granted, all I would really need to do, though, is hook the data ports. So I could do that. I'd have to hook the data ports up to this network only. Or just get another chip. Do it that way. I mean, heck, I could even just do normal logic chips, but I kind of like using the housing and stuff too. So yeah, that's why that didn't work. So what do I need to make that? Copper, steel, and solder. Which I don't have enough. Actually, I do have enough copper. I have plenty of copper. Alright, so we have all 3. We'll throw that right there for right now. Alright, so I want to make some steel, so... Don't go in there. So I can put this back. Alright, so let's do this. And that's still hot enough too, which is kind of cool. And that's still degassing, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I just need a lot more heat in here. There we go, we'll do this. And that is dropping, which is not good. Gosh dang it. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, apparently degassing the ores and stuff doesn't actually do anything, which is kind of frustrating, but at least it doesn't seem like it does. Let's see, where's this at? Yeah, that's still not enough power to actually heat this up. Alright, that's good enough. So I need to turn our power back on, but that's actually dropping, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Alright, so I need copper, steel, and solder. I have steel. Let's see. We have solder. We have copper. And then I need gold and electrum. Yeah, so I'm just going to copy the code I put in here, and then we'll place it over here. I'm probably just place the housing right here, actually. That'll probably be a decent spot for it. Alright, I just need one chip. So for this... So this acts is... That's a power connection there. So this is reading this, and it's still displaying to this. Well, we'll see if this works. So we'll do something like that. Oops, wrong one. I need that. Yeah, so that's input. Okay, so let's hook this up really quick. There we are. Okay, so that should read everything just fine. So I can get rid of all of you. Alright, so I should be able to just do this. Yeah, so let's turn you on really quick and let's see if this works. Alright, that is slowly dropping. So if that works, then once this reaches 900, that should turn off. Well, I guess we'll find out. And the power is actually increasing. That's funny. Yeah, so we'll just... No, yeah, we'll just keep that. Because that actually can't actually do anything. Alright, so I just need to make a little bit more steel, which once this reaches temperature... Wait, did that drop? Oh yeah, that's increasing quite fast. Yeah, so once that reaches 900 Kelvin, I can actually make some more steel. So let's go and do our flooring here really quick. Two, three, four. Uh, and six. There we are. I'm going to put those in my suit, in my jumpsuit, just in case. Alright, so we have 147 moles of oxygen, and we're up to 160 now, so... Yeah, this is actually working quite well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another few hydroponic trays in here. Yeah, let's do that really quick, since I'm just waiting for our pipe heaters to heat our furnace up so I can make steel. Alright. So where are we at? 852. We're slowly getting there. So iron, iron. Since I'm not using these, I can turn these off to kind of conserve power a little bit. So I can make 4 of these, but I really only need 3 right now. Alright, perfect. Hydroponic trays. No portable light. I actually never... So I used to use the portable light, but I'm generating enough power where I don't really need it, but actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. Because that would make it so I don't have to use my battery quite as much. Alright, and we have a few more potatoes growing. I could do another thing of hydroponic trays right here as well, so I could increase our oxygen production even further. But I'm kind of holding off just in case I want to place something else over here. And actually, the portable light idea might not be bad. I could throw that in my uniform even. You know what? Let's do the portable light, actually. That's a good idea. Because then that'll make it so my life support won't drop quite as fast. Let's see, where are you at? 866. And this is dropping. Yeah, we'll just turn this on really quick to get all the extra pollutant and stuff out of here. Portable light's going to be in here. I just need iron. Well, I have iron in here, so And then, yep, let's make a portable light. I just need one. Alright, that is actually dropping fairly fast. So we'll see if our programming works here. And we have a portable light. So I'll probably just place that right there. And let's place this pill in here for right now. So I need another battery. Let's just do a large battery. And since I can only make one, I don't need to change the recipe out. Alright, we're almost to 900 Kelvin. And we have a battery. Alright, let's go swap this out and put it in our portable light, and then I can actually turn my life support off. Well, not my life support, but my light to preserve my battery a little bit more. Oops. And turn off. Yep, so kind of a weird shadow, but that'll help preserve my battery a little bit more. And actually, I'm not a fan of that shadow at all, but why is that? Hmm. Does it matter where it's placed, maybe? Oh my gosh, it does. That's kind of cool. Well, okay, so that'll fix that. My hygiene level is a little bit low. I'm not going to worry about my hygiene levels at the moment. Does the portable light use less power than like your suit does? Like, is it more power efficient? So we'll put that there. Let's put this one right here, and then that'll free up an extra slot, which I guess I could just do something like that. All right, 900. Gosh dang it. Okay, so what I'll probably have to do is replace all of this. Because it has to read the battery. Because that's power, that's data. So yeah, it would have to read the battery. And also the pipe heater. So the simple fix to this would just be to remove the transformer. And to just use heavy cable throughout this entire thing. In order to properly program this. Which is what we're going to do. And then I'm going to have to... Well, I might be able to get in between the walls here. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So I need... Well, I have 26. Well, let's see how much I'm actually going to need. $28, so I'm a few pieces short. Alright. Up, and then I missed that whole section right here, too. Oh, I love how you can actually destroy cable that's in the walls like that. I'm gonna need a lot more cable than what I currently have. Oh, I know why I did that. Alright, so yeah, I need more heavy cable. I have iron and gold in here, so that'll... Or not iron and gold, but copper and gold. Alright. Which I do have more gold in my belt here, so... Let's smelt this. Dang, that dropped off. We almost completely ran out of power right there. That's kind of scary. Okay, so... Yeah, then I'm going to connect this right here and then wrap this around. Alright. I hope I have enough cable here. I have 8. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Well, hopefully. Let's go around this side. We'll do this. Come on, let me place that right there. Gosh dang it. There we are. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough. I need 1, 2, 3 more. On the plus side, I do have gold smelting, and that's all I really need is the gold. So I need 3 more, which I'll have to make 4 more because I'm anal about the half ingots in here. Alright, perfect. So that should be all I need. Okay. Now that all of this is hooked up, this should work. So let's turn this on really quick. Let's make sure that this is working. So once you hit 900, that should turn off. Alright, I have a bunch of cable on me too, which is kind of nice. 60, 50, 40. Alright, so it's on. And it turned off. Yay, it worked. Okay, yep. I just didn't have this connected up properly, which is kind of frustrating. I feel like there should be 2 data ports on this thing, but oh well. Or like have a data port here and a data port here. Something. I don't know, because if you have multiple networks, I mean, it would be extremely helpful, but that's okay. But that does in fact work, so that's all that matters. Okay, so now that this is automated, I no longer have to worry about turning our pipe heaters off and on. Now, these pipe heaters will not turn back on until this battery reaches full charge, which could take quite a while. I could program it to where once it hits like 50% or something, it'll turn back on. Or I could just manually do it. Which 50% would be 1.8, give or take. I guess I could do that, where once it hits 50%, then this will turn back on. Just so I don't have to wait quite as long. Because we're almost at 900 Kelvin. And I need steel. Alright, let's grab some. Actually, you know what? Let's eat this first. And then we'll top it off with a little potato. 38% for water, so we'll consume all of this. We'll take what's left in here. Alright, perfect. And then our hygiene levels are dropping quite fast. I don't really want to sit around here for who knows how long, wait for our hygiene levels to drop back down, but maybe maybe that's one thing I'll do in between episodes is get my hygiene levels back down. So then during the stream, I can actually just do things without having to worry about my hygiene. Alright, let's throw this in here for right now. So yeah, that's actually working quite nicely. I just need a little bit more. I guess what I can do is I can go outside and continue working on our wind turbines. I could set up actually, you know what I could do? We're going to make a weather station so I can try to figure out when a storm's coming because I can do the solar panels. And then I can use it. I can track the sun using the solar panels, but I could enclose these in glass, which was my original idea, which would in turn charge our battery a lot faster, especially during the day. But if I can see when a storm's coming, I can kind of prep for that. Because what I would probably end up doing is placing the solar panels on top of our wind turbines up there. Alright, so we have a weather station. This would have to go outside, which I would probably have to link this up to a display so I can see some sort of countdown for when the storm's coming. So yeah, let's just place this right here for right now. Alright, so we're halfway there, so I should be able to turn this back on. Because I really want to just work on our atmospherics room. You know what, I'm going to automate this a little bit better. So, we're at edit, I don't actually need... Yeah, let's clear this out. Okay, and this is going to be battery start. So, yeah, that one we'll just keep like this. Alright, yeah, so that one's fine. And then this one, clear you. Let's import, put you back so you're still working. And then we'll do, we'll do this. There we go. So then once it hits 50%, it'll turn back on. So that'll make that process a little bit faster. Okay. 900? We're at 895. Gosh dang it. Which I wonder if I could adjust this a little bit because it'd be... Maybe if I bump this down to, I think 2 or something, that'll make it heat up a little bit quicker. Alright, so we're at 900 Kelvin. I need a little bit more heat in there because once I throw it all in, the gas in here, it's gonna cool down a little bit. So yeah, we'll give it a little bit more to heat up. And then the weather station, I can hook this up right now, actually. Let's see, if I hook it... Could just do it like that, I suppose. Oops. What do we need to actually... Welding torch and 3 plastic sheets. Guess I could have looked in the Stationpedia before I actually built it, but that's okay. So I need plastic sheets, which I have, and it's probably cable is my best guess for the next stage, which I have a bunch of cable, so I'm not worried about that. Or it's just one stage. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually built the weather station, so I could not remember. And then we'll hook the data port up just in case. There we are. And so far so good. No storm incoming. So yeah, what my thought process is to place solar panels on top of this right here. I'm going to have to place a wall or flooring down below so I can make it airtight so when a storm does hit, it doesn't actually destroy our solar panels. Which I suppose I can work on that until we're waiting for our furnace to heat up. Which our furnace should be, for the most part, heated up enough to where I can actually make steel. Yeah, we're at 919, so 920. That should be hot enough. Alright, well, let's try it. Perfect. And there's steel. Put that back in there as fast as I can. Before, and it actually really did not drop that fast, or drop that much. Oh, that's perfect. All right, and we have steel. So now what I can do is, if I remember correctly, I need 75 ingots to make all the steel sheets I need. Do we have any steel in here right now? I don't think we do, so I can throw all of you in there. And that is a lot of steel sheets. That's going to give us 3... No. Yeah, no, 3 full stacks of steel sheets. It's going to give us 150 steel sheets there. So, yeah, just a little bit. Alright, and you're slowly going back up. Yeah, so what we're going to do while we're waiting is we are going to work on or solar panels. Which I can't actually hook them up right now because I don't have enough heavy cable, but that's okay. Yeah, so what I'm thinking I want to do here is... So that's 0. The sun rises over here. I'm going to have to mess around with the tracking and stuff. But typically, if you're facing 0, you have the data ports facing sunrise. But if sunrise is over here, then it would be like that. Now, I'm going to have to play around with it. So we'll do something like that, and then this will actually be floor. So we'll do something like this for right now. Wow, that worked perfectly. And then I would place a bunch of steel sheets. Not steel sheets, but iron sheets, and then some glass here. And then I just need a heavy cable. But yeah, it'd be something like that. So we have wind turbines on the bottom generating power mainly during the nighttime, and then these will generate power during the day. It's not going to be 100% power, but it'll at least generate a little bit of power for us. There's still no storm, so that's good. I should have enough gold to make some more heavy cable. There are some ways to generate power. My personal preference is wind turbines as they are cheap and need zero maintenance. Also, you should remove the above advert spam. Okay. What do you mean by the above advert spam? Alright, so that'll make quite a few heavy cables for us. So that should be enough to actually do everything there. And then, which I'm kind of surprised that this is actually working at all. Oh, no, I'm not, because I connected to the same network. That's why. Oh, okay. I do have an extra housing and IC chip here because I can actually use that one to control this as well. I just realized that. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this because I just realized that this is all connected to the same network. Yeah, so let's try this and see if this works really quick. Yeah, so this is the pipe heater stuff. So I'm gonna copy this. So let's clear that out. Confirm, import, put you back here. Oops. Gosh dang it. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Okay, so we are going to paste. Let's do this. So display B0. And then it's going to be battery start. Battery start. RO. And then this is going to be the battery. Stationary battery. Charge. Average. Display. Setting R0. Jump to pipe heater start. All right, and then this is going to be battery start. So 1, 2, 3. And then if I turn this one off, actually, let's just completely get rid of this one. That should still work because it's all connected to the same network. Yeah, that should work. There we are. And then I freed up this so I can use this for my solar panels. Oops, let's do import, and we're gonna clear this, confirm, then export it. All right, perfect. So we'll put this here for now. We'll put this in our inventory. And those are off, so that is in fact working perfectly. All right, nice. And I should have enough cable. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Oops, I meant to do this. Okay, we'll do that, and we'll do this. All right, perfect. So let's go, and I need to swap out our battery first in our welder. Let's do this. Let's do that. All right, perfect. Everything else is okay. My hygiene levels are a little bit low, but oh yeah. Let's see here. I'm not sure if I can remove it or not. I'll have to look at that. But let's go out here really quick so I can start welding this up. Okay, so that was, oh yeah, I forget every time you weld these, they repel the atmosphere a little bit. Well, we'll just do that. Nope. Alright. Yeah, so this is going to be my atmospherics room. This is where I'm going to filter all my gases and stuff. And then I can expand this room as I need to. Because what I'll probably end up doing is I'll start off with the smaller tanks. And then I'll upgrade to like the larger ones. So I'll have to make this a multi-level room at some point. But for right now, I just want to get all of our gases filtered so I can start producing everything I need to. There we go. Well, we're almost out of our battery again, so I'm gonna have to go and swap our battery out again here pretty quick. Alright, so there's that. So now let's do the sides here. Dang it, there goes our battery. I'm gonna have to adjust our pipe here really quick too. So I'm gonna do that after the fact. Okay, that's done. Alright, and I can actually turn these off for right now to conserve power a little bit more. Alright, water and food. Let's see here. Let's drink some more water. The downside to hygiene is that our water and food degrade really quick. Alright, here's our last cereal bar. I'm still upset because in our capsule that we arrived in, there was... Wait, are you not charging? Oh, you're charging very slowly. I left bags of water and food in our capsule, and then a storm hit and it destroyed it. So I could have had a lot more water and food than I currently do, but oh well. Next time I'll have to remember to keep all that safe before the storm hits. Okay, so what I can do now is I need... Well, actually, I just need 30 things of iron sheets. Gold, copper, steel, electrum. I don't think I have any iron on me. Or do I? No, no iron there. Oh, I do have some iron. Okay, good. I'm gonna have to smelt it, but that's okay. Alright, so I need 30 pieces of iron in order to get everything I need for our solar panels. And then I need glass, which I do have glass. I actually lost the glass and then I found it, but... Let's see where you at. Alright, you're basically done. I don't actually need any of the pollutant or anything that's being generated, so I'm just going to suck that out into the Venus atmosphere. Alright. So I need... I already have an iron sheet on me, so I really just need 29. So we'll do that. And this. Alright, perfect. I probably should have made, now that I think about it, I probably should have made the normal walls instead of the iron walls, but oh well, I'm committed at this point. Alright, and those pipe heaters are turned back on, so yeah, our system's working perfectly. And speaking of, I need to adjust this pipe right here too. Which I can actually do that really quick while I'm thinking about it. So... yeah, we're going to do that. Alright, and all the iron sheets are done. And then I have the glass, have the iron sheets, I have cable. I don't think I have enough cable, but I guess we'll see. Well, let's do this. We'll make even more cable. So let's head outside here. Alright, so first things first, I need to adjust this. There we are. So then I can still use the airlock. Alright, so let's start, or I guess keep welding this up here. I don't think I'm going to have enough to... Well, I'll probably have to switch my battery out one more time. Okay. I really need to unlock nuclear batteries at some point, too. Alright, perfect. So now, before I weld this top part, I need to get rid of this. There we are. Alright. So if I did my math right, we should have 5 steel sheets left over. But I'm going to have to go and swap out my battery one last time before I can actually finish this. And then what I'm going to have to do is get all of this atmosphere out of here, which I can actually do right here. Yeah, that'll work perfectly, actually. Okay, so let's put you in here for right now. Let's cycle our airlock, because yeah, this is just pushing it out into Venus. Alright, perfect. So let's grab you, we'll merge you here. I'm hoping that's enough heavy cable. I don't think it's gonna be, but guess we'll find out. Alright, perfect. And let's head back outside. I probably should have a battery charger out here instead of in our living quarters, but oh well. And this is actually working fantastically. I love that. I've survived 9 days without dying. And the one time I did die was kind of a bogus die, but whatever. Oh, I couldn't tell if that was a storm or not. It kind of looked like it was a green atmosphere almost. Alright, almost there. Wow, that shoved me right up against that wall. I probably need to make another hard suit too, because my current hard suit's a little bit damaged. Alright, and this is completely done. Alright.
Waste tank caution.
No, it's not brutal. I thought about doing brutal, but I've never really played Venus before, so I wanted to start on standard before I attempt brutal. Let's see. It's slowly pulling it all out. I just want to make sure that there's no holes or anything, which I don't think there are. You know what? Let's do this. So I can also turn this one on too, which will start sucking it all out. A bunch of airflow just everywhere. Oh geez, that like launches me in here. So what if I turn these ones off? Yeah, it's slowly doing it. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. And then, yeah, I need to start making atmospheric machines for our filtration system here. And then I need a bunch of tanks and stuff too. So, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of work that's gonna be done in that room. And yeah, this is gonna be our atmospherics room. And then I'm gonna slowly kind of break off along our hallway here into each of the individual rooms. So it's going to be similar to my other bases that I've made, but it's going to be a little bit different because I'm kind of designing this to be a little bit skinnier too. It's going to be similar, I guess, to my Vulcan base before it blew up. But we're not talking about that. Alright, so since this is doing this, let's head outside. Which I actually can't really yet because it's still getting rid of all of this atmosphere in here. Although what I need to do is I need oxygen, so yeah, let's go grab some more oxygen here really quick. There we go. So let's empty this. And let's swap our oxygen tanks out. And then we were at 147 moles when we started. We're at 168. So, yeah, we're producing quite a bit of oxygen in here, which is nice. Alright, perfect. And then this should stop once it hits 9,000 kPa. $76, $77, $78. Alright, so 1,000 more, and then this should automatically turn off. And then since I'm in here, hey, look at that, perfect. And then my battery in my suit's fine. Let's check our portable light battery. That's a little bit lower, but it's still doing decently, so I'm not going to really mess with it right now. Alright, so let's head back out here. Oh, crap.
Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
Forgot to put my helmet on. Alright, is this empty? It seems empty. Oh, it's empty-ish. I want to make sure that there's nothing left in here. Nope, it's slowly pulling it all out. Yeah, what I'll probably do next is on my next playthrough of Stationeers, I probably won't do a Venus brutal start right away, but I'm going to start on either probably the moon or Mars and do a brutal start. Part of me wants to try the asteroid belt as well because you're really limited on resources and you're kind of forced to build a rocket really early in order to get some of the resources that you need, which would be an interesting challenge. Alright, so I'm going to go work on our solar panels right now, and then when I come back in, I'll just leave this vent on to keep venting out this atmosphere. Oh, oops. So, yeah, let's head outside. And there's still no storm coming, so that's good. Okay, so let's do... And I'm gonna have to mess around with the programming of these solar panels too. So we'll do this. Oh crap. Well, yeah, okay, we're gonna do it right like that then. So we'll do it like this. And then I need to get rid of this one too. But I just want to make sure that this is programmed correctly, which I suppose I could just... Yeah, I have some extra logic chips in there, so I can actually program that really quick using just basic logic chips before I start working on the program for the IC10. I just want to get the orientation right for the solar panels before I do anything else. So, alright, what can I get rid of? I don't need you. Keep you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Logic memory processor. Okay, that should be fine. So I'm gonna have to mess around with the orientation of everything here. Alright, so let's do this. Let's do... And I can just connect this all this up to the same thing too, so... Oh, actually the power is gonna be down here, so yeah, we'll do this. Batch writer. Oops, let's do... Actually, nope, I need a math unit, and then... We'll just do that. Everything upside down, apparently. Okay, so that'll work like that. So let's hook all of this up. Yep, and I need more heavy cable. Or just more cable in general. Which probably just more heavy cable is all I really need. Alright, so I believe I need more gold then at that point. So let's go see if I can find some more gold here really quick. Oh, hey, gold. Gosh dang it. Alright, let's get a little bit more gold before I go back inside and smelt it all. And that's probably enough. That'll get us quite a bit of heavy cable. Alright, so we're just gonna let that fill in, and let's go inside again. And I have about 20 minutes of the stream left, so I'm gonna try to get our solar panels up and running before I call the episode. Let's smelt this. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Because that's hot enough in there, so let's use this. Sweet. Look at that. Perfect. I have... Oh, I had gold in there. I just needed copper. Do I have copper on me? I do have copper on me. Sweet. Gosh dang it. It's dropping a little bit, but that's actually holding heat quite well, so perfect. Alright, so I need... Well, we can just do 25, because that'll give us a full stack. Okay, and then if I remember correctly, I believe the cable... Yeah, I can't really remember how I did this, actually, which is bad. Yeah, so here's our main power cable, and then this is our other cable here, so... I don't actually need heavy cable at all for this. Okay. We're just going to use normal cable. Oh, the downside is this, though, right here. Granted... Alright, I know how to do this. That's enough cable for right now. Alright, I know how to do this. Oh, wrong one. This one right here. Alright, let's swap this out really quick because if I remember correctly, yeah, we're gonna do that one right there like this, and then the rest of this is just gonna be normal cable. Yeah, there we go. Oh, actually, I don't need you. I can do you like this. Alright, perfect. So this is all turned on. Okay, so now I just need to figure out the orientation of our... of this guy, which... Let's see, if there's a sunrise is there, so I'm assuming I'd probably need to face it this direction like this. I don't know if how accurate this is going to be, but we're going to test it out here. Alright. So, let's do this. So this is going to be vertical. And vertical. This one's going to be horizontal. Horizontal. And then I believe this is all horizontal as well. I cannot remember for sure. I just know. It's been a while since I've actually done this manual logic chips. Alright, so this is going to read the daylight sensor, same as this. Let's do vertical. Up, logic read vertical, and then this is going to be oh, well, okay, yeah, that makes sense. There we go. solar panel, vertical. Okay, well, I don't know if that's accurate just yet. So daylight sensor, and this is going to be horizontal. And then this is going to be math, solar panel, horizontal. Let's do logic reader, add, I believe this is 90. All right, I think these are facing the wrong direction. So if that's, could be the solar sensor too. Yeah, because I feel like, yeah, because the sunrise is over that direction. Well, I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna have to probably mess around with it a little bit, but all right, and there's still no storm coming, so that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around with it, but what I'm gonna do right now, at least just to be on the, well, yeah, let's do this because I can always readjust these if I have to. So I want to make sure that all of this is buttoned up just in case I forget about the solar panels and a storm hits. Alright, and it's already daytime, so yeah, these are programmed completely wrong. Which, I'm kind of wondering if the vertical... Here, let's try something really quick. So let's do batch writer. Let's do math horizontal there. Or this is vertical. Yeah, so they're flipped around. Okay. Well, I can actually fix that really quick. I still have a few minutes left. I love that you can destroy cable that's in walls like this. That's actually really handy. Gosh dang it. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's a weird spot for it. Okay, that'll work. And then I need to do this. It's gonna have to face this direction. Alright, so let's try this now. Gosh dang it. Alright, let's see if that works. So 43%. So the horizontal is working. The vertical is not. But as long as I have it tracking the sun for the most part, I can button this up and then fix it. Alright, so let's do this. I just hope the storm doesn't destroy these. That'd be terrible. I don't think it would. Gosh dang it. Wow. Alright, you know what? There we go. Okay, so that's at least tracking the sun properly, except for the vertical angle, which is a little bit off. So, math, horizontal, solar panel, vertical. Oh, that's why. Wait, really? Gosh dang it. Alright, so what if I subtract 90? Well, that's not right either. Okay. So it is actually add 90 and then... Yeah, so what I need to do is Gosh dang it. I probably could have kept them faced the same direction that I had them originally, and they would have actually worked perfectly. So, okay, I'm gonna go make some more heavy cable here really quick, so I can actually just do this a little bit easier. But okay, I think I have it programmed right. I just need to get the orientation of the solar panels a little bit better. That's just frustrating. Oh well. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, actually I have 37 cable right here. Okay, yeah, let's go take care of that really quick while I'm... Nice. Because I want to get our battery charging. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. And before I do anything, let's make sure there's no storm. Yep, it doesn't look like there's a storm coming, so we should be fine. Okay, so I think I had it right the first time. Alright, so let's try this. It's going to work one way or another. I just needed to track the sun properly here. Gosh dang it. Well,
Waste tank on.
alright. Please tell me you're tracking the sun. Well, that does look better. Yep, alright, that's perfect. Which means I just ran out of battery for this. Alright, there we go. Well, a little bit of trial and error, but it did actually work out right, so perfect. This one's going to be off a little bit because of the shadow from where the wall is. But that did, and that worked perfectly. I'll adjust the cabling later. Alright, perfect. So our solar panels are programmed correctly. Yeah, so this is all vertical then. Yeah, because the horizontal's working perfectly, so vertical. Oh, oops. That's... Gosh dang it. This is vertical. That's vertical. And you're horizontal. Okay. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of some of this extra cabling and stuff because I don't actually need it, but we should produce a lot more power now, and then I can actually increase the amount of solar panels we have as well. So let's go back inside here really quick, and we'll take care of our food and water for a minute, and then I'm going to call the episode here. That took just a minute. I wasn't really sure the orientation, which I guess makes sense because typically on Mars, for example, the solar panels face sunrise. The data port on the solar sensor faces north, but on Venus, everything's kind of backwards. Because technically that's north, east, south, and west, but the sun rises in the west. So data ports on the solar panel, data port on the solar sensor. So that actually makes sense, kind of. All right, and then I think all the atmosphere is sucked out of here. Yep, it looks like it is. So I can start working on our atmospherics room in the next episode. But yeah, we got our solar panels programmed correctly, so we should start producing a lot more power. Speaking of power, I do want to place another battery here at some point too, so we can increase the amount of power we have, so I can have this on for even longer, so I can start producing more and more ingots, and then I can just get rid of the arc furnace altogether. At least until I do the mining platform, which I plan on doing. I actually really enjoy building the mining platform, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently in terms I don't think I'm going to have the arc reactors or the arc furnaces built into it. I might build a separate area for the arc furnaces because a lot of traders like to buy ores. So I might do something similar to that, but what I also want to do is start working on the outside of our base and putting a bunch of cladding everywhere and stuff as well. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to call the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all later.